It was 26 years ago. My wife, Marlinda, was expecting our first child. And you know how women are when they're pregnant. Their taste buds are all over the place. And so she said to me, and I'm a young husband, 3 years as a husband. Our church had just started, 2 weeks old. The ink hasn't even dried as to the name of the church. And she said to me, honey, I want you to go to the store and buy some food for me, and all combinations of food. Now, as a young husband, I knew 2 words that'll help satisfy my wife. I said, yes, dear. I said it, jumped in the car, drove to the grocery store. When I got there, I picked up one of those small little baskets. It was red. I had it in my hand, and I was walking through each of the aisles to try to get the items that she wanted that was on my list. I got to one aisle, and I put my hand on the shelf, and I took the item off. I don't even remember what it is. And I put it right in the basket. It just so happened that the moment that I did that, my eyes glanced away from the shelf that was stocked with all kinds of food. And my eyes looked at the end of the aisle in which I was walking in. And I saw, it was very clear to me, I saw different races of people at the other end of the aisle. I saw whites, I saw African Americans, I saw Latinos, I saw Asians, I saw Native Americans, I saw people that were, by their skin pigmentation, you can see that they were biracial, or they were a combination of races. And when I looked at them, I looked at them and I didn't get a chance to say anything to myself. And I heard for one of the first times in my life, the audible voice of God. Just as if you were speaking to me, and I can hear you, as if I was speaking to you, and you can hear me. And the Holy Spirit asked me this question, David, why can't it be like this in my house? And the most unthinkable thing happened to me that day. I started crying uncontrollably in that supermarket because I heard what bothered God. Now, the reason why I say it was unthinkable is because if you know me, my personality, I'm like the guy when you watch Star Trek, the Vulcan, just the facts, that's me. Very stoic. And so here I am crying uncontrollably. I'm talking about messy crying, loud crying in a supermarket. The other reason why it was unthinkable was the fact that I was born in Jamaica, West Indies. I came to the States when I was 8 years old. But what happens, even if I'm in another country, is still the culture in which you have experienced. Jamaica was colonized by the British, so much of Jamaican culture is British. And British culture, as you know, no emotional displays publicly. And so here I am now, stoic in personality, not comfortable sharing emotions publicly. I'm weeping uncontrollably in a supermarket because I heard what troubled God. And I didn't want God to be troubled with that. And He put it on me, the thing that was bothering Him. I didn't come to that grocery store looking for a vision, looking for a burden, looking for a call, looking for a focal point, looking for a life message. I didn't come there looking for that. I was just trying to buy some groceries to meet my pregnant wife's needs. And here I am now being troubled to the deepest depth of my core. Why can't it be like that in my house? And for the past 26 years of ministry, I've been chasing that question to help bring people together that are different from one another. That's what Barnabas saw. He saw evidence of the grace of God. He saw that they had a common message, that they had a common experience. He also saw a bunch of people that had intentionally committed their lives to live in a cross-cultural way. It wasn't haphazard, it wasn't uninformed, it wasn't forced, It wasn't manipulated. They each somehow accepted Christ's call to go across cultural lines, to live their lives in a cross-cultural way.